Iconic characters, locations, and objects exist in the accepted lore across movies, gaming, and anime. But what's their history? Where did they come from? Welcome to Oygity. Origin, you glad I told ya. Deadpool is clinically insane and has numerous false memories. So, this one took a bit of research, guys. He can remember very clearly watching his mother die of cancer when he was only 5 years old, but also that his mom physically abused him well into his teens. He can as well recall his father abandoning him at a very young age, never to be seen again, and also he can remember watching his dad die in a bar fight when he was 17. Through my research, I found that a guy going by The Butler implanted many of these false memories into Deadpool's head, but a lot of the other bits, he's not exactly sure. Kind of in the words of the Joker, his past is a multiple choice. So, let's start with what we do know. Young Wade joined the military as early as he could and excelled at it very well. Well, the killing aspect of it anyways. He hated the rules and the strict hierarchy, as he has a deep disdain for authority. Due to his excellence in combat, eventually he was moved into the Special Forces, but was given a dishonorable discharge. According to him, the reason was he was simply too good at his job. He fled the United States, deciding that he would try being a soldier of fortune, a mercenary. So, once he got back to America, he changed his identity as well as his appearance. This trend he would continue to use for every mission failure, and this is believed to be the beginning of his mind's fracture. So while back in America, he fell in love with a Boston prostitute named Vanessa. Wade was then contracted to eliminate a British government operative. Now, while undertaking this mission for unknown reasons, instead of killing his target, he let her flee and instead killed everyone else in the base, both inside and out. The woman he spared was Blind Owl, a woman that would become his prisoner for years to come. After the failure of the contract, he met up with Vanessa and broke it off with her, claiming he wanted to cut ties before they got too serious. But in reality, it was because he had just been diagnosed with terminal cancer and wanted to spare her from living with a dead man. He was recruited into the Weapon X program, where he was injected with a sample of Wolverine's healing factor. This halted the cancer, but it did not cure it. Now, while the cancer was in remission, he undertook a number of missions for Weapon X with a team. One teammate was named Gregory Territon, aka Slayback. He was a vile and disgusting man that reveled in the pain of others. One mission, he got so violent that Wade couldn't stand it anymore and trapped him inside of a base before triggering a series of explosions, absolutely detonating the place. Once he returned to the Weapon X facility for the murder of Slayback, he was transferred to the Hospice, a special wing of the compound that undertook unspeakable experiments on their subjects. So there, in this hospice, the staff would all bet on the Deadpool, a game that wagered how long a subject had to live, and of course, who would die next. Wade Wilson was subjected to countless torture sessions, and because his body was in such peril, he began very often seeing Lady Death. At first, believing that it was only a hallucination, he began to believe that he really was going insane. But the truth was, his body and soul was lingering so close to the afterlife, Death kept showing up, waiting for him to just go over that little bit. After a while, he even fell in love with her, and because of this, wanted to see her more often, so would provoke Ajax to kill him through various taunts and insults. Ajax was under strict orders not to kill any subjects, so instead, as a way to get back at Wade Wilson, he lobotomized Worm, a patient that had befriended him. As an act of mercy, Wade murdered Worm so he would no longer have to suffer. Since now he had killed another patient, Ajax was granted the go-ahead to finish him off, and he did so by ripping Wade's heart out. This act massively accelerated his healing factor, and his body repaired the damage. Upon exiting the room, he killed everyone he crossed paths with, even finding and shooting Ajax. He then left the hospice and adopted the name Deadpool, the game he had ultimately won. So guys, what's your favorite version of Deadpool? Was there any one of them you absolutely hated? Throw it down in the comments and let me know what you thought, guys. Thanks for watching.